In June 2026, the grass court season at the Berlin Open witnessed an astonishing and unprecedented spectacle that the history of tennis will not forget for years to come. Just a day prior, the walls of the Steffi Graf Stadion had seen a passionate, jam-packed crowd where people scrambled to find a square inch of space, and long queues for tickets had formed as early as 6 a.m. Yet, exactly 24 hours later, on the grand day of the championship final, a strange and deep silence enveloped the venue. Throughout the inside of the stadium, there were only empty seats, quiet stands, and literal ghost rows. How could the final match of such a massive and prestigious WTA 500 tournament featuring top-tier global players take place in such profound silence and inside a vacant stadium? The answer to this glaring question did not belong to any European champion or longtime tennis legend. Rather, it was directly connected to a young 21-year-old girl from the Philippines who had entered this tournament merely as a wildcard contender. Her name is Alex Eala. What happened in Berlin during this month of June not only shook the tennis world to its core, but also exposed a major truth and a blind spot in the sport that tennis management had been quietly ignoring for years. To understand the depth of this entire story, we must go back a bit to when the draw for this major grass court event was announced earlier in June. If you want to stay updated with every single historic match, shocking upset, and the latest tournament updates of Alex Eala, then you are at the absolute right place. Welcome back to Tennis Pulse, your ultimate home for everything happening in the world of tennis. Before we dive deep into today's shocking breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. You definitely do not want to miss our exclusive coverage, viral insights, and upcoming match analysis as Alex Eala prepares to take over Wimbledon 2026. Smash that subscribe button, drop a comment to show your support, and let's get straight into the video. At that time, not a single major tennis analyst or member of the European press paid even an ounce of attention to this 21-year-old girl tucked away in the bottom bracket. Sitting at world number 35, this Asian player was given a wildcard spot by the tournament directors, perhaps simply to fill the brackets in the early rounds and give the local crowd someone to cheer for before the true major stars took complete control of the court. Nobody, even by a long shot, expected that this girl was here not just to fill brackets, but to completely change the direction of the entire tournament. However, right in round one, Alex Eala shattered all old expectations and predictions, stunning everyone when she faced Donna Vekic, an excellent grass court player who possessed major experience, including a run to the Wimbledon semifinals. At a difficult juncture in the match, Alex stood on the verge of losing the set and was trailing 0-40. Yet, the tremendous mental toughness she displayed from that point on to hold her serve and win the match forced seasoned tennis journalists to circle her name in large alphabets in their notebooks. Still, the real storm was yet to come when, in round two, she went head-to-head with world number 2 and former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina. Rybakina's dangerous and fast-paced serve is considered a weapon that can destroy any opponent on a grass court without giving them time to settle. But Alex Eala stepped onto the court with a body language and posture that suggested she was oblivious to any pressure, showing no fear whatsoever of facing the second-best player in the world. When the final point of the match was played and the final score flashed on the scoreboard, everyone was left stunned because the score was 7-5, 6-4, and Alex Eala had not just survived. She had comprehensively dismantled the world number 2 in straight sets. Following this historic and spectacular victory over Rybakina, an emotional tsunami erupted among the Filipino diaspora living across Europe and around the globe. Within a few hours, the name Alex Eala began echoing everywhere across social media and the internet, and a flood of flag emojis and all-caps messages overwhelmed group chats. Without wasting a moment, people began checking immediate flight rates and booking tickets to Germany. Because Filipino fans share a deep and emotional connection with their sporting heroes that is entirely unique and distinct in the world. When one of their own shines at such a global level, those fans do not simply sit in front of television screens to watch the match. They fill the entire stadium with their country's flags and chants. rewriting the entire economics of sports. In the quarterfinals, she faced another top player, Alex Cornet, but Alex played with complete composure and stellar form to secure another straight sets win at 6-3, 6-4, thereby becoming the first player from Southeast Asia to reach the grass court semifinals of a WTA 500 in the history of the tour. After this victory, the demand that hit the ticket windows and online sales left the tournament organizers bewildered, making them think a major technical error had occurred in their ticketing system, because normally, matches for a WTA 500 tournament do not sell out completely this fast, nor do long lines of people form outside a stadium starting at 6 a.m. But a completely different scene unfolded there. Filipino fans coming from every corner of Europe, including nurses working night shifts and students leaving their exams behind, had gathered at the Berlin Stadium to bear witness to this 21-year-old girl's history, and the atmosphere of the stadium felt less like a tennis tournament and more like a massive festival and a grand homecoming. Then came the day when she faced Czech Republic's excellent and relentless player, Linda Noskova, in the semifinals. Against Noskova's sharp ground stakes and punishing serves, it became apparent right from the start that Alex Eala was dealing with a physical issue. A strange discomfort was clearly visible in her shoulder and elbow movements, which she tried to hide, but her natural and fluent game could not come through. Noskova took full advantage of this opportunity, hitting consecutive aces to solidify her grip on the match, and ultimately, this spectacular match ended at 6-2, 6-4, bringing an end to Alex Eala's beautiful dream of reaching the Berlin Open final. Alex lost, but as she walked off the court, she held her head high with immense pride, because keeping your chin up when you lose at such a grand stage is the hardest thing to do. The thousands of fans sitting in the stadium showed neither anger nor made any negative noise. Instead, they stood up to give her a sustained and lengthy applause that carried a deep emotion somewhere between celebration and sorrow, which cannot be expressed in words. As soon as Alex walked out of the court with everyone else, those thousands of fans in the stadium, without any commotion or organized campaign, quietly picked up their bags and began exiting the stadium, because for them, the purpose of this tournament had ended right there. The next day, when the grand final match began between Jessica Pegula and Linda Noskova, two excellent and legitimate champions going head-to-head, everyone was left stunned by the sight of the stadium. The stands that had been jam-packed just a day prior were now left with only a scattering of people, and massive sections of the entire stadium lay completely vacant. The organizers offered heavy discounts on tickets and distributed free tickets to school children, but the stadium could not be filled because the people who were present there the day before had not come to watch just any ordinary tennis match. They had come solely and exclusively for Alex Eala. Once Alex was gone, the fans executed a silent boycott of the entire final match, and the game concluded in a surreal rehearsal-like, boring atmosphere where Pegula lifted the trophy, but that vibrant, living crowd that makes a match memorable was entirely missing. This beautiful and shocking week has taught the tennis world a massive lesson that they must always remember. Alex Eala is no longer just a rising star, but she has become a powerful global crowd puller and an asset whose presence can alter the entire atmosphere and business of any tournament. Following this excellent and historic performance, she has entered directly into the elite ranking of the World Top 30, and her next target is now the Grand Slam of Wimbledon 2026, where, given her excellent form and stellar 9-1 record on grass courts, no one will make the mistake of underestimating her anymore, and every major tennis organizer will now plan their ticketing and scheduling strategies according to her draw in matches. Because she has proven that wherever she goes, the entire world follows right behind her. Alex Eala's incredible journey at the Berlin Open 2026 will be remembered for years to come. This entire week has made it crystal clear that tennis is undergoing a massive shift, and this 21-year-old phenom from the Philippines is standing right at the center of this transformation. Her heroic gameplay and the deeply emotional bond she shares with her fans are bound to rewrite the entire dynamics of the sport in the near future. From tournament organizers to global broadcasters, everyone has now realized that Alex Eala is not just an ordinary player anymore. She has become an unstoppable force capable of shifting the entire energy of a stadium all by herself. Although the stands in Berlin fell silent and empty after her departure, the echo of those vacant seats delivered a powerful message to tennis experts worldwide. It serves as definitive proof that fans no longer show up just to watch the sport. They come to witness her passion, her spirit, and her personality come alive on the court, rising all the way from Southeast Asia to reach a grass court semifinal and dismantling top-tier global players in straight sets is no small feat. This stellar performance has firmly placed her into the elite circle of world tennis and pushed her ranking to a historic new high. Now, all eyes are locked on the upcoming Wimbledon 2026, where Alex Eala will step onto the hallowed grass courts with a renewed sense of passion and ultimate confidence. Her phenomenal 9-1 grass court record makes her one of the most dangerous contenders to watch out for this season. The beautiful journey that cut short with a bit of heartbreak in Berlin is very likely turning into a historic celebration on the iconic courts of London. The Filipino diaspora is once again locked, loaded, and ready with their flags and chants because they know their star is just getting started. Do you think Alex Eala can create history by becoming the champion at Wimbledon 2026? Will she secure the first-ever Grand Slam title for Southeast Asia? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to our channel, Tennis Pulse, for more high-impact tennis updates. Don't forget to smash that like button and share this video with your fellow tennis fans. See you in the next big match update. Until then, take care and get ready for Wimbledon.